have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Now you start to see it.
Hello, friends of the internet. Before we get into it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, or any of my other social medias. There, it's out of the way now. Welcome back to Not For Broadcast. I don't really remember where we left off last time, not gonna lie. But once we finish this timeline, because there's like 3 endings, we are gonna go back and replay this game, so get used to it. And if today we end it, like if we finish the game somehow before 2 hours is up on stream, we'll just restart the new timeline as well today. But yeah, this is our favorite game. No, I'm just kidding. This is a game that I thoroughly enjoy. Don't forget to turn your TVs off because you can't see this as per the title. Let's go. I don't know how much we have left of this one. Also, I don't know how loud it's gonna be. I'm hoping the volume's good though from yesterday. Turns out some stuff changed, so I do have to leave after 2 hours today. I know I was thinking yesterday might be able to go a little longer. I mean, like a little bit is fine, but like I won't be able to go like 2.5, 3 hours today, unfortunately. It's taking a minute to load in. I don't know where we left off. Oh. Day 2079. And uppance come. Oh, this is loud. We're in worrying debt. Once you again find yourself sitting inside Bozeman's office, everything's pristine, though it's rare for him to be late. Oh, that's right, because I forgot we got a new, the rebels are back. It's almost been 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time. From the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. He pauses and looks at you. And in that time, you've done some good work, not to mention I've heard some good things around the office as well. So I'm happy to inform you that I've approved a small raise in recognition. Thank you very much. Not at all, you've earned it, but that's not an excuse to rest on your laurels. I'm sure you've got work to be getting back to. And with that, he turns some papers on his desk, clearly considering you dismissed. Epic. Bro, we're gonna get money now. Rich. Get rich. I forgot this. I kind of don't like how much of this game is like kind of a storyboard thing. And you only get to play a few sessions, but at the same time, they make up for it because you play like for a solid half hour or some shit. A foregone conclusion. It's late. It's been snowing all day, and unlike everybody else, you've stayed inside as much as possible, keeping warm. Normally you enjoy the show, but today it's nothing more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow you've got the day off, and you might actually be able to enjoy it. Sam always gets excited when they see the snow. When they were younger, they'd always wrap the kids up and take them out to play in it. It's been a while since that happened, though. Could use a hand. As you rush over to help, she shoots you a grateful smile. We're just gonna like skim over this because it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is I think our daughter is dead. I think our daughter died because we let her go on that trip, and then that was where the bomb was dropped by the government. If I remember correctly, where she went to travel. It's been 13 years since our dad died. The common raven catches your attention. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. He didn't really appreciate how big the loss was at the time, but as he's got older, you did your best to pass on what your dad taught you. But now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. Susie. Poor Susie. What you wouldn't give to have her back, even just to argue with you. She just wanted to explore the world. Oh well. Oh yeah. Chris died too. don't necessarily care that much. I know there is like an achievement for letting your whole family die, and there's one for them all living. So I'm not sure if because I let my son go into the program where he's like becoming an officer, if he's gonna die. Oh, we get to play now. I don't really remember how to play. I mean, it's like not hard, but I don't necessarily know how great this is gonna be since it's been a little bit, like a week or two. The finale. Ooh, so we will have to start a new timeline today. 7 years since the election. I'm excited.
Right. Let's try and get through this last one, Alex. For old time's sake. I know Advance have allowed your equipment to fall into disrepair. It's all gone wrong since they took over. Not that the alternative was any better. Those dangerous bloody psychopaths had disrupted.
So we kind of went on the government path just for you guys. If you guys don't know.
One more time.
And so there's like a neutral path,
Quick point before you start. We're still having a few problems with the machinery. Locking buttons, screens flickering on and off, sparks and the like.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons these days. Make
Nice.
the most of it.
Sorry, no.
So anyway.
Okay, no worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smiles.
I've actually gained a year. I came back from last year.
There's three kind of like paths: neutral,
44. I'm going in 5.
neutral,
4,
government,
3.
rebel. And even though we played a little bit of the rebel side, we're kind of doing the government path. So next time we'll do.
Some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan, and I'm joined, as always, by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much.
We're gonna play the rebel path next, and we'll do neutral after.
Megan, on the excitement scale.
Yeah, exactly. We have got so much SoCo stuff coming up. We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Brankley, who will be cooking up a store. We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future.
And we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your own Leaders' Day gifts. We've got all of that and so much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Oh,
We have grieved our loss, and we have hardened
so
our
like this
hearts.
is kind of like
We have
the.
lived with death, and we no longer fear it. There is no price too great for liberty. I can
I'm
be
kind of
silent,
playing both
but
sides
your
now.
thoughts cannot. And each day, just like before, we gain hearts and minds, because the truth is like that, irresistible. We're back, and we're only getting started.
So I'll probably get in trouble for that.
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Faces by Chef Jordan Rankley. But first, we know you love them, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Splendid, that's the ticket.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster, Lord.
But yeah, we're gonna go
Cheeks.
full rebel
Now, he's
next
a
time, I
Scotch
think.
winter grey with the
Unless this is the
scientific
neutral
name
path now. I guess we'll run when we end it.
And he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal. so
I
we do
mean,
our best
wow.
not to wake 'em up. But let's just see if we can. Well, the door has been left open.
Uh-oh.
It looks as though Lord Chinks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Oh. Those are our Nightly Show pets,
Oof.
Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Thanks,
Oh,
Robin.
no.
We'll check in on them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry, because if not, you're about to be. Patrick Bannon is with Chef
Oh,
Jordan
my
Rankley,
cats are going
and he's
nuts.
showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
That's right, and I'm joined here by Chef Jordan Rankley, welcome.
She looks
to the
mad.
Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's none about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So, you own 6 restaurants. You've been awarded
I think she'll do, like,
9
female Gordon
Masters
Ramsay.
across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness. It's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of that pastry. Incredible.
Wow, okay, so
Yeah, literally.
where do we start?
She's trying to be
So
a
we're gonna
Gordon
start by
Ramsay.
making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking beautiful. And we're going to slice
my
them
God.
perfectly. And then straight into the pan.
So, your new show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday here on Channel 1. So, tell us about that.
So, teams of young chefs come into my kitchen, and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
What?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Oh, don't worry, I've got spares.
Oh my god.
So, once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah?
Yep. Bowl. Yeah? Okay. Sugar. Butter. We mix that together, and then a whole egg. What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No.
Oh,
Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that
oh my
into
god,
a
she
dough,
put that whole
just
egg in
like
there
that.
without the shells cracked.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit in bed. What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy.
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar, cinnamon.
So,
What is that brown thing?
you own 6 restaurants.
Is that all the cinnamon?
5 territories. Which is your favourite?
Are you mixing that or fucking it?
What?
Are you going to light a candle? Take it out to dinner? Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right, now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right? The filling goes next.
Why are you watching this? Do you remember how it feels to be informed? To feel connected to what has happened in the world? Do you remember Jeremy Donaldson? Because I do. I remember how he died. And now I watch this excuse of a program and I realize he was 100% right. Disrupt's first martyr died protecting this show. If you could see it now, you'd wonder why you bothered.
And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay.
Just saying, Jeremy did die for like nothing at this point. Oh!
Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god. You, come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my tongue to tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest, do you understand?
Oh!
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You, come here, you. You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck off.
Okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
Well, that looks delicious. If you want to follow along at home, then make sure you write in with a stamped
addressed envelope and we'll send you the fact sheet. So, Robin, look at all these amazing entries to the Vision of the Future competition.
Yes, we challenged you to show us your predictions of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one.
It was so tough narrowing it all down, so we have some amazing runners-up. In third place, drum roll please, we have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunway.
What is that?
He calls this Still Life and the Future of God, and it really blew us away.
Oh God.
Line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
Is that a bloody dead body?
Here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
Indeed. He's also chosen to just leave a lot of it blank, which I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course, he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But next up, we have our second place entry. So in second, drum roll please, we have Keith. 41
How is that
from
second
Dumfries.
place?
Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers, but still, he has sent in his idea of the future, which he's calling Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says,
Is that a
it's
rat?
rather detailed notes. Deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same.
I'm glad that if these pop out, I can still pick
I
them.
really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not have left.
Oh!
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner. All our runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will win the chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality. And the winner is... drum roll, please. Oh, happy with that.
Spent my whole life searching for truths.
I'm like pretty much. I think because I got the achievement for the government, I'm on the government's path.
I used to
But we're gonna
rant
help
about
the
belief
rebels
juice,
now and then go
the
from
drug
there.
in water. I was wrong. I admit that. It's not in the water. It's right here. In this screen. In this
Turn your
show.
TV off.
This is your belief juice. You drink it nightly, through your eyes, and it makes you stupid and asleep.
It's getting involved in the party. Aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own, do keep sending them in, and yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely homemade
It's not
gifts.
news anymore. It's like a
Go away.
fucking
We'll
talk
be back
show.
after this.
Right. From what I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect your kids will be going downhill a bit more in this next
Oh,
segment,
God.
so be careful. Don't take any unnecessary risks. To be honest, I handed in my notice this morning.
Oh, he's
So long
leaving.
as it finishes, the rest doesn't really matter.
He's quitting. Oh, I see.
Through the loading bay.
Ooh. I'm excited to see what we get in the Rebel ending in comparison, to be honest. A B? That's deserved a S. I know A plus is like the only one you can get, but
It's an honest account of my childhood, because in the new future, there's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realized. As Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her dad. How had I failed to predict the perils of being postgrad at Poshborough?
Over the course of 3... It's bad out there. We're being 22 cassettes.
I wonder if I can actually, like, if I'm actually muting the commercials.
It's a revolution, Colin. Well, can you ask them to keep it down a bit?
Jenny, where's Glyn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guest at the moment.
I just wouldn't say grandma.
Grandmother?
Yes, grandmother's arsehole. It's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the studio. Now, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but I wanted to let you know that I've asked for it.
Last time this happened, Jeremy
and they're already
died.
on their way.
Ugh.
Okay, 10 seconds, so positions and pose.
Okay, this time you've said it.
Laughing, and we're going in 5, 4, 3.
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
We were just saying we can't wait.
I thought you said you didn't give a fuck.
I don't know, I think I could wait. Well, here it is, fresh out the oven.
Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do? Well, let's just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it, dig in.
Okay, whew. Oh my god.
Oh, Lord.
Really something, Patrick. Delicious. But now you better go and get ready for that next feature. Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests. But I know what you're thinking. Megan, we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed, viewers, well observed. Well then, I'd better bring her out. Should I? The surprise guest? What do you think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer and thinker. I mean, she's only the bloomin' team leader. It's Julia Salisbury.
Are you taking the piss now?
Oh, welcome,
Oh, what do you say? Take the piss?
Oh, so good to see you.
Oh, Megan, you look incredible.
Stop it. I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX button.
Oh my god. Well, why does it matter, bro? Suck my fat dick.
That's right, it's that part of the show where we pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them.
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So up first we have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Here we go.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
Just one fucking time.
One time!
Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We've heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Go on, why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute... No, I can't. Okay, that's okay.
It's early morning as I record this.
I want to see what she
This
says.
tonight, or next week, or never. It takes a lot to even get through.
So
on
she
the
only
air.
has one bra.
So many small acts of rebellion. But don't worry. The fact that you can hear this at all.
One day a week she washes it, and on that day she can't wear it.
Honestly, raise my taxes. We're clearly not paying you enough.
Come to my dressing room after the show. We'll sort you out.
Oh, are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing.
I like how they still pretend that that's Patrick. We didn't watch Patrick die of like getting sepsis.
Okay, here we go. Oh, it's guess that face. I'm going to show you a picture, and you simply have to guess that face. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my God!
Is that you?
Yes! Look, it was a very difficult time fashion-wise.
Hairdo is fucking hilarious.
No, don't. I think it's sweet.
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself there. Jordan,
traumatised from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
Shit, hell. Where did you find that monstrosity? I look like I'm haunting the fucking place.
Right. We've got to move on. Jordan, let's have another spin.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, guys. Clap, clap, clap.
It's my go, Dad. You go. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish. Okay. If you look under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now, I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop-out.
Come on, we all know it's Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go!
Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
I think Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Bless him.
She's terrified.
What have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Juggling balls? What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on.
Yes, let's all dance to a tune. Dance, puppets, dance.
She's doing it. She's fucking doing it.
Wow, that was so impressive. I have to say, unexpected. Well, gosh, that was our game of Rooting the Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Okay, it really was, wasn't it? And now it's time to head over to Megan in Crafty Corner.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much there.
Fuck you! First it wasn't enough, and now it's too much.
Assisted by Julia. Come on over here. Goodness me, I don't know how you're keeping your dinner down. I can still smell that fish.
Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well, I hope you've got your artsy hat on, because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? Oh, all of us there on the sofa. Wow. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, is that all you in there? Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to the last minute.
Oh, every year. I do it every year.
Well, luckily these make amazing gifts. Shall we get cracking?
Oh, yes, please.
We're going to start with a shoe box here. And Julia, that's it. Grab those scissors. I just want you to get rid of this front panel here.
Perfect. Will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Oh, yes. No, in my house, we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drink.
Absolutely right. That's the best bit about any holiday. It's all that food.
This bit as well.
Absolutely right. Cutting along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child. There we go. Fabulous.
There we go.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you like.
Like a nice shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right.
Okay.
So, bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box packet. I think you... I'll give you this one, Julia. Shall I?
Thank you
there
so
you go.
much.
And all you need to do is cut along the lines there. Fabulous. So what's the best part of any Leaders' Day dinner, do you reckon?
I don't even have to think about it. Really? I love the 3 potato pie.
3 potato pie? I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. that just me that does that? I don't know, but that sounds starchy.
Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to
Potatoes.
look like
We
at
live
the
in
end
communist
is
Russia.
little
We're the
rectangular shape
Ukrainians
there,
in
but
this
it's
scenario,
got a
my
little
people,
bit
and
of
we're
sticky
being
tape
oppressed by
there,
Stalin,
stick
and
it
she
down.
is
Now we
Stalin.
need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup. Having fun down there, knocking it all over.
I got one though, Megan.
Good, fantastic. You're just going to cut along the line here, down the middle. Exactly right. Then when you've done that, around the bottom, and again, around the top. Well done. When you're done,
Oh, there we go.
it's going to look a little something like this. And look what I've done there. I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired.
Yeah. Well, there's only one thing missing, isn't there, Julia? What is that?
A higher caliber of guests.
Nearly. It's people. So all we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me.
Lovely.
I'm going to stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself just comfortable, just there. Yeah, there we go.
And these, of course, are all
Lovely.
made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines. You can have any guests you like. Julia, is there anyone else you'd like in a studio?
Oh, yes. Well,
Go on then.
I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatran.
Nice.
Yes, but that yes, he's
Oh,
going
she
to be
just
teaching
kicked
me
hers out.
choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
And of course, you can decorate them however you
God.
want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know, nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there. Or even a bit of retro red. I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by...
Jeremy!
Sorry, that's not supposed to be there.
Oh, well, we're out of time, I'm afraid, Megan. It's time for a break. When we come back, I'll be on the couch.
I don't think I missed my chance at a beat.
I just cannot wait. We'll be back after these messages.
And we're out.
Okay, before we suffer through the last... What's that? Seems to be a little kerfuffle in the corridor. One moment.
Oh. Well, they thought that they're riding. They're like coming into the news studio like actively. He's eating the pie!
Should we be worried? We've got the Prime Minister here.
It's good that she's here. She's the reason for the extra security.
Are we going to need it?
Possibly. They're back.
It's not very reassuring.
I know. Good thing I'm not your mum, right?
Ooh, we got A+ that time. I gotta move my mic back so I can have my keyboard in a good spot. I don't really need my keyboard, but I'm just trying to move it back a bit if I keep bumping the mic. Oh my god, Category 2 storm. 12. Yeah, bitch, we know. I'm really excited to actually see the Rebel
It's bad,
ending.
Mum.
Maybe
Not
Jeremy
like
will
before,
live.
So much more than we were expecting. And they're better organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before. We can do it again. Thank you, Sarah.
One more thing, Mum.
Yes?
Apparently there's chatter about you. I've requested backup, but well, we're stretched pretty thin, Mum.
I receive death threats like other people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt.
Of course, Mum.
Thank you, Sarah.
That sounded deeply worrying.
Oh, you get used to it. I have.
I hope I don't have to.
Oh, didn't Bozeman tell you?
Tell us what?
Oh, I'm sure he'll tell you when the time's right. Forget I said anything.
You literally didn't?
Going in 10 seconds.
I don't think she likes me very much.
Oh no, that's just how she shows love.
5,
Oh.
3.
Welcome back to the Nightly Show, where it's time to get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister, it's great to still have you with us.
Thanks, Megan. Although maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Oh, why is that?
Well, I am delighted
Yeah,
to
isn't she
announce
taking over
that
Bozeman's
starting
job, I
next week,
think?
I will be the new...
Miss Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place, Mum. This won't take a moment. Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about.
Right, understood. Everyone, please remain calm. How can I help? Can you clear everyone out of that area? Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yeah, that's right, just behind the cameras, please.
Do those doors lock? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin! Colin!
You can't hear us.
I'll do it.
No, miss, too late. I'm law enforcement, load your weapons up!
You two stay at the door, lock it tight.
Oh, God.
Anyone in? Yes, sir.
It's him!
Now listen, there's no need for anyone to
Sit back down.
Of course, whatever you say.
Are we still live?
Yes, we're live.
Good. It's time for some real news.
Gasp.
You, mic me up. Is it working?
I just need to check.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. You, next to him. Move!
You okay, Colin?
Shitty birthday. Not the worst one I've had, though. Let them go, Mr. James. It's me you want.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Ooh.
Oh my God, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person.
Oh no!
We're cancelling the whole fucking show. Which camera? I know you're watching this. In your vans. Planning your counter-attack. Please. Try and control yourselves. Or I'm sure you know the rest. Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No, I don't feel any great need to answer to you. In fact, get over here.
I don't take orders.
Come here! You move when I tell you to! Give me that.
Oh my God, he's gonna execute her live on TV. Kinda epic.
Do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me, Megan Wolf, what the fuck am I?
Just a man who's just way in over his head.
Don't patronize me, you smug bitch! I'm not one of your little helpers! Get over here! Kneel beside her! You're just as fucking guilty as she is!
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
All of it! She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen! Jeremy Donaldson died for this program. And she let it become this. Bread and circuses. Bread and fucking circuses!
Don't you say his name.
I beg your pardon?
I said, don't you say his name.
You don't get to do that!
Oh
You're
God,
the
guys.
wrong person, love. She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter. Not the last, though.
All I am hearing is crazy.
Well, maybe you should hear it from the source. Confess. Confess. Fine. Have it your own way.
Stop!
They shoot Colin.
Answer my questions. Or she dies next. Yeah? Then her.
Tell him what he wants to hear.
Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Bullshit.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken. The system worked for so few. There was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side, we were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second chances and playing by the rules. Well, you know where playing fair gets the people at the bottom because of fucking nowhere. Someone had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
14 million people.
To save the 60 million here. What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Oh.
Peter was weak.
Oh.
I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And afterwards, he couldn't sleep. It haunted him. I think he would have killed him in the end anyway. But that's on me, Mr. James. What's on you?
We're not discussing me. Didn't you hear? Disrupt died on the night of the uprising.
Then how have we been watching you for months?
Watching me?
You're not the only one who knows how to get people on the inside. We knew you'd pop your grubby little head up again, and we've been collecting information just in case you did. There's a recording, a meeting of the so-called Disrupt leadership. Tiny hidden cameras, very high-tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
You in there? If you play that footage, she dies.
Who? Oh, I don't care.
Play the tape.
Oh, deal. I'm technically on the government side. Let's see. We'll play Rebel side next. Oh.
I visited Leningrad recently. What remains of it? You know, smoke still rises from some of the wreckage. Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We have all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normality returns, we will proceed in a process of sanitization, Viscount.
My estimates suggest that we will need to expunge at least 45,000 in each territory. And if we are to be certain, many hundreds of thousands more. There'll be regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain surprisingly consistent.
It will be an industrial procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that. They're experienced in clandestine construction under challenging conditions.
But it will have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals, free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas to take root again.
There will be resistance. We should also consider relatives and close friends. They will no doubt have been exposed to dangerous ideologies anyway.
That could be millions of people.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing
Who
is
is
up
that?
and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, Jeff?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well, then, this is marvellous.
So I think they're talking about
Marvelous.
taking prisoner
There is
everyone
one
who
other
believe in the
matter to
government.
discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Mr. James. He's useful, for now. His appearance works well for us with the common class.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
On that I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses who clap and cheer, and then later we cut his throats.
Obviously, the face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had troublesome cadets in a unit, we used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of.
The bomb.
An honourable death of a loved one. Stopped them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Bad choice, Alex. Kill her. No, wait. Better yet. This is on you.
No!
Songbird down! Repeat, songbird down!
Just killed the...
Everybody stop!
They
Lower
killed
your
the Prime
weapons.
Minister.
Think about this, Mr. James. No one else needs to die today.
I agree. In 4 minutes' time, A helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today.
Don't worry, we're just helping the government for this run.
I imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene. Anything you say can and will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
You're arresting me. Do you not see this?
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no
He's
cost.
literally got a bomb strapped to his
Do you understand
chest.
these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Centigrade received. Target neutralized. Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence. The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present, including Songbird. Is anyone else injured? All other hostages traumatized, but otherwise unharmed. Why are these lights on?
We're broadcasting your live.
Control, I need transmission stopped immediately.
No, you can't just cut the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
Oh. I don't know what achievement I got. If I got the rebel one, I'd go with them. I don't know. Okay, hello. There we go. Now, I'm going to skip the credits just because we're going to replay, obviously.
The god smiles like a million instas, breaking the heart of widows and spinsters.
Oh my god.
It up on everyone.
I'm going to mute that for you guys because, I don't know if this is copyrighted. You guys can read. Enter, escape. No, I gotta watch it, which is fine. Candles and a sex tape. Hey, yo. Okay. Oh no. Never drop the decimal point. He lives in a curry factory? Hey. Like Willy Wonka. Ah, here we go. I just want to see quick once this loads. Oh!
Following the declaration of a state of emergency, General Masters, who has granted himself extraordinary powers, insists they will only last 6 months. It is believed that political leaders are still being held under house arrest by the military on charges of election rigging, though the general is yet to produce any evidence to support this claim. As clashes between protesters and troops continue in Western Square this evening, I want to once again urge our viewers to stay safe as soldiers begin to patrol our streets, enforcing a curfew.
Interesting.
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
Okay, let's see this. I'm gonna alt tab for a second. I just wanna be. I'm not doing the achievements just to see.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
Align with the advanced agenda. So I don't think we've aligned. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the disruptive path next. We'll just start that right now because I think the neutral one's actually gonna be the hardest. So we're gonna do that. Where am I?
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
Poob. I don't know. Poob.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
We were playing recommend before, so we'll go with that. So now we're not going to align with the political agenda of the government. And hopefully Jeremy will live this time. It'd be so nice to see Jeremy again, though. Oh, God. I turn it down for you guys. A little bit. This part's always really loud. Jeepers creepers, bro. Alrighty, so now we say fuck the government. We love the rebels. Even though we were kind of playing both sides at the end there a bit. But neutral, I think, just means we don't play any of the rebel stuff, but we also don't play any of the government stuff. Okie dokie shimoki.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through. All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so you're going to have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry. It's not hard, and I'm going to stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm going to give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not
I'm so mad, like, having to replay it with the tutorial. I can't just do what I know how to do. I gotta wait for the tutorial. Early stream? Bro, I've been streaming for almost an hour.
Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is
My broham. I've been streaming for almost an hour.
It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you
He's so fucking loud. But this stream is early? No, I've been streaming at 5 o'clock lately. I don't do 7 anymore.
using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left.
You dig?
Don't worry. I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left.
Oh my god, I can't wait till this part's done because he's so loud.
I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled.
I think I can just ignore him. It's very loud. My Salad Weekly. You got home from school at 5? Dang, bro. Oh, is he not talking anymore? Because I put him on fucking hold? That's funny. You got home from school at 5? Bro, why were you at school so late? Did you have to stay after school to do homework? Whoops, I fucked it up now because I hung him up. I hung up on him and now it's quiet. I'll have to wait for like another 20 seconds. You for sure failed your math exam?
Prawn and mayonnaise?
And you need help? Oh.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day.
Really?
More prawns every day.
I mean, hey, at least you got help. Some people don't have the courage to go ask for help.
And yet you persist. Going in 5, 4.
Here we go.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global megacorporation Remington's Fist buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market.
I love Jeremy.
Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Meghan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, Eradicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance Headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory.
Let's go.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Bro, head jamming. Head slamming. He's getting his makeup done.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance.
Gross.
The landslide victory.
We hate Advance now. Why do I play such funky games? Because they're fun.
Is the biggest election win in living memory.
They're fun and they're good and they're wholesome and they're good and they're fun. I like
their bold promises of permanent change.
Stream your server? We could one day.
Of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Could this
However,
week at some point, although I haven't even built my house yet.
Has issued a statement in which he comments that we have all been seduced by the shiny wrapping paper, but have yet to see the contents of the box. Sounds like sour grapes to me, Jeff. After the break, Megan Wolf will be speaking to a man whose grapes certainly aren't sour. The international heartthrob and inexplicable
Deegan got
box
banned
office
for
sensation
X-ray?
that is
Ooh,
Lawrence
L.
And later in the
Deegan's
program,
always cheating,
we'll be
bro.
going live to Advance HQ
I was
to hear
wondering
the
because he was like
co-leaders
finding
of
diamonds
Sensation.
and shit so fast. Isn't that what
That's all
X-ray
coming
does?
up. After the break.
1 minute
Oh.
back, everybody. Jeremy, I need you to fill after the ads.
What? Why?
Rank Snacks is running late. Oh, I thought I'd ask him about the election.
Personally, I wouldn't try to be featured with him.
Crazy deal.
It's a steal with Crazy Neil.
Naughty or nice? We got green sofas, red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink.
Bro,
a
Crazy
yellow,
Neil.
a purple. Neil steals.
He X-rayed to find my space and then X-rayed for netherite. What a fucking L, bro.
You don't want to sit on this white sofa. She's gonna have to sit on the
Bro.
dark sofa. This is the deal with Neil appeal. You want to throw?
I mean, doesn't that like, because I get if it's a modded server, but like, well no, honestly like cheating at all, especially like fucking Minecraft, just takes out like all of the fun. Seriously. It takes out like all of the fun. I don't know how he could have any fun when he's just cheating.
It's a huge day.
Unless your like form of fun is just like being the best and then terrorizing everyone.
I agree with one decent interview a day. I make that completely clear when we start here. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Dang. Although I think because he wanted to beat Maya and Brent, well, who cares, bro? That, what an L. He hacked his armor. L.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
I know Trevor lives near me because he saw Nathan and Nathan and I live next to each other on that hill, and he saw our houses. He's by our houses, so I know Trevor's close to us. But I thought the whole point of having a bit of a war together was supposed to be like fun.
Welcome back
So
to
like,
National Nightly News.
what's happening?
Later we'll be hearing from the shock election winners Advance. But first off,
Ooh, I've never had this happen before. I think it glitched. Your censoring was off. Oh, okay. I don't know. I don't know why it started just censoring for no reason, unless my arm hit the button, which is very possible. Although I moved my arm back. Anyway, as I was saying, isn't it supposed to be like fun?
These aren't.
Oh yeah, I accidentally hit the button.
No,
Isn't it supposed to be fun to be like in a war with somebody? So
Jenny, they must see that.
I know. I think they think
wouldn't he want to like try
on. It's a huge day.
instead of cheat? I don't know. Yeah. Like, because Nathan, he just wants to dominate, yeah. And that's fine, but like actually try, I guess. Like Nathan, do you think Nathan's in your group?
I'm Megan.
He'll actually try. He won't just cheat.
Whole wheat, man. Whole wheat.
But he's mad that he's got whole wheat bread.
Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Okay, here we go. Don't rest my arm on the spacebar this time on accident.
3.
The Udi's a little too big.
welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first our very own culture reporter, Megan Wolf, is here with a star of both.
You're just gonna need
stage
Nathan's
and
help more now,
screen.
yeah. He's actually he's home right now. Let's send him a message.
Megan Wolf, culture correspondent.
He's supposed to go on a date tonight, but she got sick, so they're gonna reschedule for next week. So I would actually just like send him a message and see if he can get on now, because he'll probably get on. I told him I was gonna get on after stream.
Oh my dear.
So-
I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
I did, yeah, I told him I was getting on after stream, so he should be like ready to go soon.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat.
I don't know.
Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap. He really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow,
That is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying?
Oh my god.
But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then?
What are you doing it for?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer.
How?
Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding. Giving.
Sky is on crack.
For one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire. The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
He loves
Well,
politics.
Now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always...
He's racist. I don't know.
Not fuck things up.
Yes, well...
Sorry, I said fuck.
No.
Is that, I'm really apologize.
Well,
Sorry.
Lawrence, I believe you brought in a clip from The Medicated, which opens next week around the country.
He just hates
Lawrence,
our new
do tell
leaders.
us what's going on here.
I'd be delighted. This is a really pivotal scene where my character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look.
Here we go. I run this show.
I don't understand it.
Doctor.
I don't understand it.
Cringe.
It's not your fault.
You think I don't know that?
Bro, I'm going thrifting tomorrow, so excited.
Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance.
After work.
Miss Flanagan.
We're gonna go eat and such. Let's play after stream. Alrighty.
For you, baby.
I'll see you after stream, bruh.
For you.
Dr. Hemlock.
Have a good meal.
You remember? If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this.
What is this?
The virus.
The virus. Coronavirus.
Sterility. This formula. This is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all. We have to ask ourselves.
If we should.
Are they robots now? Okay. Oh, I forgot to put the advert on. Bro, I'm doing really bad. I just am not paying attention. I'm so tired, honestly. I was playing with stuff. Cringe. I have to do that whole segment over again. Yep.
these aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, they're the right ones, apparently.
But this gives me nothing, Jenny. They must see that.
Oh no, I think they think you won't have anything to say.
I was playing with this.
Come on, it's a huge day. He's not an...
Absolute bogus. I don't care, Rob. I'm not doing it. I agreed to do one decent interview a day. I made that completely clear when we started. Check my contract.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Oh, piss off. You're on thin bloody ice, Rob.
I also forgot that his segment is not considered a commercial.
We're coming back from the break. Quiet in the studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first our very own culture reporter Megan Wolf is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolf, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbot films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blood.
Bro, I did that last segment so well too, and I just was, I'm so not paying attention. I was honestly thinking about Minecraft. And I forgot to put the fucking adverts on.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours. So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Rat, that's Peter Jensen, the director.
That's Peter Jensen.
He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all.
Ow! I smacked my face.
For freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it, but I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan. And
Money.
Easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well.
Uh-oh.
Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Yes, well...
Sorry, I said fuck.
No.
I'm really...
Well,
sorry.
Lawrence, I believe you brought in a clip from The Medicated, which opens next
Here we go.
week
Now I actually have to
around
pay
the country.
attention because
Lawrence, do
I
tell us
remember to
what's
put the
going
fucking advert on again. Whoops.
This is a really pivotal scene where my character, Dr. Lodz Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff. Let's take a look. Exciting stuff.
Okay, I'm ready this time.
I don't understand it.
Doctor.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, bro, I can't believe I forgot.
I don't know that.
Nolans, we mustn't. Think of Carol.
That's Dr. Lance to you, Miss Flanagan.
He just beat the shit out of her. He did ask, like, kissed her and then beat the fuck out of her.
Dr. Hemlock.
We're gonna change the world, do you remember? If only I listened to you.
Dr. Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor.
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
You need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this!
The virus. The sterility. This formula, this is the key.
We could stop it all.
Yes, we could stop it all.
Okay.
We have to ask ourselves.
If we should.
There we go. This time I won't get executed by the public. Because I remember to fucking turn the stupid ass fucking adverts on.
Well, we're not sure, but here in St. Bumley on the Tyne, we've got a big hill and the bus comes twice daily. Visit picturesque St. Bumley this summer and experience a
Fuck me.
Come and visit the abandoned spade factory. Your kids will love exploring the old production line in relative safety. Grab your tetanus shots and come down today. There's no gift shop, but feel free to grab an old handle from the skip out the back. Or why not indulge your cultured side and visit some of our sites of historic interest?
I'm gonna waggle this dongle until it's time.
Subject of a thrilling police investigation. The old market, home of the fairly big cabbage. Or the hole. Hey, that's a nice hole.
That's a nice hole.
And after a long day exploring Bumley, you can relax in comfort in one of two communal tents. Or you can take advantage of our famous nightlife. There's a radio in the calf, or on Fridays we gather to watch.
I don't know what this little dingle dongle does, but it's fun to play with.
Only 85 minutes from the coast, and with more than 2 areas of outstanding natural interest. Isn't it time your family went Bumley way?
Apparently he's been drinking since lunchtime.
Christ, he's that liability at the best of times.
I know. God help whoever has to bleep this. 10 seconds,
Oh god,
everybody.
here we
And
go.
a lawyer and a TV personality running the country. Seriously?
We've had worse. 5, 4, 3.
The straight face.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Okay. Well, thank you all for coming, and, well, where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern bastard trick they had against us. But you, the people, you saw right through their shite.
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes
Oh,
me
more than a couple.
coarser than a granny's fanny.
Memorably put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party is what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their shitting pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the
I can't nuke anything. This is not.
Working with the tax office, we have produced
I'm controlling the TV right now.
with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of problem. You rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country.
No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So, all you bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back?
You want them
wanna
back?
leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. But first, you're gonna pay up. You're gonna pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education.
Shut the
to
fuck
raise
up,
the
drunk
living
boy.
standards
Nah,
of
he's the
all.
best, bro.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret shite. So to you posh twats.
The people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs. The people whose children you raise.
So they've got time to get even fucking richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It
Pop off, Grandpa. You
We
right?
are
Hell
coming
yeah.
for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been. In the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll
Just
start making it
salsa.
fair again.
We actually
Just
finished the
like we
game
promised we
already
would.
once, and now we're starting the next version where we're going for the other ending where we help the rebels instead of
I
the
can't
government.
argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Just in case you know, Grandpa's the best character. Hell yeah.
Well, an interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So, as the country braces itself for new government, that's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
And we're out. Good job, everybody.
We did
See you
it.
again tomorrow.
I don't know that Grandpa has a C word saved up. Yeah.
Same old boring politics then.
Is this some
He does.
weird fever dream? Am I dying now or something?
You should be so lucky. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Not coming for a drink?
No, got a date.
Lucky you. Try not to get murdered.
We did it! Oh! This part's loud. Also, so I know I keep forgetting. See, the thing is my fucking, I have a bot in my server, so I don't have to remember to post. The bot does it for me every time I go live. It's connected to my Twitch page, so I always forget to do it on yours. Broke ass poor? Yeah, I know. Oh, why is this so loud? So we're gonna play the part where we don't give our brother-in-law the passport. We're not gonna let our daughter go. We're not gonna let our son join. Nothing. Fuck them all. Yeah, this is really loud. Kill. Actually, I did kill my daughter in the last playthrough, so I know to kill her anyway. Kill them all, bro. I think it's the part where he asks for the passport, so I gotta tell him to suck my fat dick. Because he actually dies too if I give him the passport. Chris, you're rich. I can't give you that. That's illegal. I'm not giving you my password. This glitchy stuff is new. You don't have a dick? I have a metaphorical dick. Screw the 1% achievement I just got. Because I told him that he could suck my cock. I have a metaphorical penis, which means it's bigger than it. It's as big as I want. It's as big as I want. I can still give off big dick energy without having a penis. Okay, I just got balls. Big old balls. Fuck. Oh!
Let's get set up and get on with it, so I can get back to my guests. First of all, let's get the power on. You need to get at least the bottom 4 plugs on. Right, let's load up the adverts. You might want to have a bit of a think about it. Your decisions have consequences.
Yeah, so last time we played this one, a bunch of people got hurt, so I'm not gonna play it this time. Dave's in a horror house, 100%.
System up and working again, and the vision mixer's already in headline mode because headlines always come at the start. It's really simple, mate. These two
Time to give us a seizure.
of the vision mixer, you
Also
can
call
see
it strip
they
club, I
now
think they're the
have
same
A
thing.
and B on them.
Pretty much the only difference is that a horror house is intended for sex, whereas a strip club, a lot of sex happens, but it's not, like, soliciting sex happens, but it's not necessarily intended. That's the difference.
Down the number of seconds you have to make your decision. Provided you make a decision in that time, you're fine. And you can
I know how this works. I'd rather just not listen to him. I think they're the same thing. Wait, I read that already. Yeah, I already explained how they're pretty much the same thing.
Sister's kid, Mr. Fuckle Tugs or something.
Snuggle hugs?
That's the bastard.
Yeah, I wouldn't get one of those. My friend Janet says theirs gets really hot.
Is this Janet who thinks dogs have their own secret language?
Yeah, the one that mistrusts the moon. 10 seconds, everybody!
Not the best source of consumer advice, then.
Don't blame me when it explodes. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Come on, Jeremy.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main headlines tonight. Destination unknown. At the end of Advance's first full week in office, we ask exactly...
We're gonna make him look
who's
as
leading
bad
this
as
guy.
possible.
Tonight, I'll be discussing what the new future...
We're helping the rebels
with
this
a leading
playthrough.
economist and radical free thinker. With the country's wealth creators in a state of panic and unfavourable rumblings already heard from overseas, I'll be asking my guests whether Advance can deliver on even a fraction of their manifesto promises. Out with the old, Remington's Fist have appointed Sophia Remington as their new CEO. The following photo, taken from our archive, gives us a sense of this influential young firebrand who, at the tender age of 23,
Gambling.
becomes the youngest female CEO in history. Sophia Remington's appointment is a risk for the giant mega corporation. Sophia, as our regular viewers will be aware, has always been a wild child and has been romantically linked to several movie stars and sports personalities.
Epic.
In her first press conference this afternoon, Sophia announced a children's toy named Mr. Snugglehugs. Sophia promises it'll be all the rage this Christmas, but concerns have been raised about the product's safety. Making a splash. Intrepid scientist Dr. David Wall,
fighting. I love this image. That like represents my brother and I basically. He's always ready to beat me up and I'm always ready to beat him up. It's kind of perfect.
In underwater flood technology, the pair hope to successfully reach the imposing central cabin and the undiscovered plant species it contains. Many were surprised that the two scientists, who've shared a fractious rivalry for many years, decided to undertake this expedition in each other's company. However, the two have released a joint statement in which they opine geniuses don't have to like each other to achieve remarkable results.
True.
Playing the field, rumours abound as sporting legend Johnny Hamsleeves is snapped leaving Bush, one of the capital's hottest
He's gonna
clubs.
puke everywhere.
The footballer was caught while out celebrating being named Sports Personality of the Year last week, as reported by this very program. And judging from the angle and velocity of that spray, it looks like Johnny may have been celebrating a little bit too much. I certainly wouldn't want to be his dry cleaner. And grievous bodily charm. With Advance promising a radical new position on crime, how afraid should we actually be? I'll be going live around the country to talk with people who've seen the criminal justice system from every perspective. With more and more people saying they're scared to walk the streets alone at night, could this be exactly the right time for Advance's new approach?
No.
All that, a mega morph with a group of young
Well,
actors.
that's okay.
who are
That doesn't matter
experiencing
that
the
much.
positive side of the new Assets and Wealth Act firsthand. They'll be talking and performing later. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
They love Jeremy, and we do too. That's just fact. Ah. Alan James!
In the wake of the government's swift enactment of the Assets and Wealth Act, we're talking about Advance's first week in office and what the new future holds. Joining me are Katie Brightman, a leading economist, and Alan James, author of Alan James is Right, The Free Man's Guide to Waking Up. Alan, the government certainly haven't dragged their heels on delivering some of the legislation they promised. But what does the Wealth Act mean for us?
Nothing, Jeremy. We're still vassal slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
A confident dismissal there.
You have a crush on
Katie
him?
Brightman, do you agree?
Bro,
I'm afraid
everyone
I
has a
don't.
crush on
No.
Jeremy.
I think that Advance have realised that the current economic
He's literally the
system
Chad of this
unlimited,
whole
unending
news
growth is untenable. So they're changing
station.
things up.
There I agree with you. They're moving to the next steps in the grand plan.
Grand plan, Alan?
It's all in my book. Alan James is right, Jeremy. We're to become the great herd, ignorant, sterile, and short-lived. That's what they want.
Or perhaps Advance have just realised that if we carry on the way we are, we will destroy ourselves and this planet in a mad orgy of consumption, if you'll excuse the colourful metaphor.
Yes, orgy is the right word. Only it'll be the
Orgy?
overlords having an orgy on our poor broken backs. It's all in my book. Alan James is...
Shamelessly self-promoting? Katie, how do you think the rest of the world will respond to this new approach?
I think they're watching carefully. Advance are the most disruptive threat that the
They
world
took the
has
book
faced
away.
since the last Great War.
Yes, Katie's right. War is inevitable.
Thank you, but that isn't
And
what's
this will not be a war like we've ever seen before. We're talking millions of deaths. We're talking high-tech weapons that can level entire
And he was
cities.
actually right,
We're
by the way.
talking-
Now that we know, because
Mock me all you like,
we
Jeremy,
played
but
the
when
other
they
ending, we
murder
know
your
he was
parents and
right.
They poison your food and they take you away to their camps for hypno-brainwashing. We'll be laughing then.
That might be a great way to sell books, Alan, but you know full well that isn't going to happen in a democracy.
Democracy is dead.
Yes, Advance are radical, and change is always frightening, but the truth is that the Wealth and Assets Act has made more than 90% of the population wealthier and is on target to produce a permanent end to poverty.
Bollocks! What this young lady doesn't understand, Jeremy, is that these are the same people. Maybe they've rebranded, but it's all a little circus act to keep us from seeing the talent
Circus.
behind the curtain.
That's where you're wrong,
Curtain.
Alan. For a start, they've mobilised the youth vote like we've never seen before.
You say mobilise, I call it grooming. The grooming of an entire generation to walk happily into eternal bondage.
Whoa.
They're like psychic paedophiles.
But based on the facts, Katie, what are your predictions?
The Assets and Wealth Act is only the first step. Advance now have a historic budgetary surplus, and as well as properly funding our public services, they're already funneling unprecedented amounts into scientific research and the arts.
Or, as I call them in my
He's got another version of his book.
Science and opiates. Like opiates, see?
Can we get back to the issue at hand, please, Alan?
This is the issue. It's all coming from the water, the chemicals.
The water's making the
full of
frogs
belief
gay.
juice.
Don't get me wrong, I want to see these changes, but only if they're sustainable. If Advance lose their power after spending half of our GDP on dismantling infrastructure, that could be catastrophic.
The catastrophe is that they're succeeding. They've got us sat here talking about their puppet show.
All right, we're running out of time. Quickly, Alan, what does the future look like to you?
A bleak space where we've all been figuratively sodomized into submission.
No, of course. Katie?
We might be on the eve of a brave new world. God knows we need some change, but we need to be cautious. Let's walk forwards.
I think I might have accidentally. I think there's 14 endings, and I think we got one that
Alan
wasn't
James,
full
Katie
government.
Brightman, thank you for joining me. When we come back, I'll be investigating.
So I guess we have 14 endings to explore here. Brown, Alex Jones.
That's all coming
Yeah.
up tonight on the National Nightly News.
1 minute back.
You know,
I think I'll just try to like do the main three, like neutral,
How much are you being paid by them?
government, and rebel on stream, and then the other ones I'll get myself if I want.
Well, we'll see who's full of shit, won't we?
Alan, I can explain it to you, but unfortunately I can't understand it for you.
Well, I don't know what she meant by that.
Epic.
I'm just saying what
I'm Alan James, and I'll slap you so hard with the truth, you'll still be picking scratch out of your face the
Oh
following
my
day.
god.
Alan James, coming to a city near you. Check local press for dates and times.
Welcome back. In our
Oh, that's my
second segment,
favorite one.
We're going to be taking a deep dive into the state of law and order in our country. Advance have already tasked what they are calling a solutions team to move this serious social problem to the top of the list. Tonight, we go
Alex
behind the
Jones.
headlines to meet the people who live with the criminal justice system every day of their lives. First up, we have Gregory Judge, a lawyer who sees the problems close up on the front line. Can you hear me, Gregory?
Yes, I've got you, Jeremy. Thanks for having me.
What's it like on the front line of the hard face of the cold hand of justice?
Well, as you can imagine, Jeremy, we are massively
He
understaffed in
seems
this
creepy.
country. We're working every hour we can just to try and cope with the caseloads on our desks.
Which must affect the quality of support you can offer.
Well, we can barely keep up with demand, Jeremy. There just simply isn't enough being done at a systemic level to relieve the problem. We need more support from ministers. What are you doing? We need change at a structural level, Jeremy.
leaving.
Oh,
Not a good time, darling.
It never is.
he's
is
a
it?
basement. He has a basement dungeon, 100%.
On. No, the problem isn't a local one, Jeremy. It's nationwide. Just give me 5 minutes. I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson.
Oh, have you mentioned your affairs?
No. Well, the affairs of the Justice Department that we should be concerned about.
Hello, Mr. Donaldson.
Hello, Mrs. Judge.
We need legislation to relieve the pressure on our public
Sorry
servants.
to interrupt the news, Mr. Donaldson. Can I have a moment to tell my husband I'm leaving him?
Yes, I totally understand. Quite the picture of a burdened legal sector there. Gregory Judge, thank you for joining us. Next, I'm joined by Police Chief Constable Bob Peel, a man with a very different perspective on our nation's crime. Do you think there's a problem from you?
When are you going to realise I'm not her?
I'm sure we all long for a return
Oh,
to
crap,
days when
crap.
you could safely walk the streets of your community at night, looking in through windows and generally enjoying your neighbours without the risk of being terrorised by some thug with a knife. Or kosh.
So you feel the streets simply aren't safe anymore? Where have we gone wrong, Bob?
Well, that's not a simple question, Jeremy, but I think it all comes down to moral decay. We've diluted our culture and lost touch with what it means to be a citizen of this once great country. Also, as the vicar noted in Sunday's sermon, we probably should be found hanging.
And to what do you attribute this moral decay?
Foreigners, gays and gypsies mainly.
The
It's
foreigners,
all in
the
Bible.
gays, the
Leviticus
gypsies.
clearly states that... Oh, bugger, hang on a moment. Jeremy, your bloody gimps escaped. Delia, could you give me a little help, please, dear? As I was saying, Jesus didn't like immigrants much, did he?
And just to be clear, you think it's the immigrants who are responsible?
That's not
for the
even
moral
true.
decay?
Absolutely.
Don't blame Jesus for your racism. What should you draw? I don't know.
Delia, I really could use a little help with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. I was spaying the badgers.
Yes, I'm talking to Jeremy Donaldson. Clive, could you put him back in the box?
Oh, Clive, you know it's Wednesday. You go back in your gimp space.
And
Off you go.
whose responsibility is it to make a change, Bob?
Well, it is certainly not the
Another
responsibility of
Pokemon.
decent, good, white people of
Darling,
this...
where's the padlock?
Oh, hold on just a moment.
Oh!
Clive, this simply won't do. Naughty, naughty, naughty boy. Mummy said...
Clive, I am not having this again.
Mummy said get back in your gimp space. No! Naughty, you beast, Clive.
As I was saying, Jeremy, moral decay. Crime is the responsibility of the criminal, no one else. Look, everyone has a sob story, but we don't all end up as barbarians, do we? Look, when our daughter Alice comes home with an A-, does she go on a killing spree? No, she takes 3 of her pills and hides under the stairs like a normal child.
What?
Thank you, Bob. Bob Peel there, really locking down the police's position on morality for us. And finally tonight, hopefully uninterrupted, it's time to get to the heart of the matter. Tony Dawson has recently been released from prison after serving 3 years
They're
for
locking him
aggravated
up.
assault, burglary, and menacing a swat. He's agreed to talk to us today, which is also, I believe, his birthday. Many happy returns, Tony.
Cheers, Jez. Call me Titwank Tony. Everybody else does.
No, I'm not going to be doing that. Can you tell us what it's like in prison, Tony?
Tick wank Tony. Prison's a mixed bag.
Oh my
Structure's
God.
quite nice, but it's a constant battle against institutionalization, as you can imagine. And obviously, tit wanks are quite hard to come by.
I'm picking up that you're not alone there, Tony.
Tit wank Tony. Yeah, sorry, my friends are throwing me a surprise party. Good bunch of lads.
Okay, well, we're trying to let you get back to that party as soon as possible. First, let me ask you this. Do you feel that your time spent in prison helped to rehabilitate you in any way, Tony?
Tit wank Tony. I don't think it's as easy as that, Jez.
I think you call him Jez.
I think asking that is an oversimplification.
Is that British
Sounds
slang?
like it's getting quite busy there, Tony, but let's try and soldier on. Since leaving custody, have you been able to find a new job?
Yeah, all the boys are here. Big Chris, little Chris, and Vampire Chris.
Oh my God.
This one's, yeah?
Yep. 1 sec, love. Tit wank Tony's on the news. Rehabilitation's difficult with the current system, Jez. Just not set up for it, you know? It's inherently unjust.
Open!
So, do you feel tempted to... I'm sorry, who's this now?
Open! You are joking. Chrissy Free Bollocks has only got Mr. Fancy, oh.
What the hell?
Not now, fellas. I'm on the news.
It seems like we've caught you at a bad time.
The little boy?
I can't really mate. It's getting a bit busy here.
Imagine being like 30 and you have clowns and balloon animals at your party.
Well, we're just trying to get that signal back. I think we... Yes? Tony? Tony, I mean, we were literally away for 2 seconds. How does this happen, Tony? Can you hear me? Well, we seem to have lost our train of thought there a little. Hopefully you, the viewer at home, have managed to glean a broader
That's
understanding
epic.
of the serious and complex issues around law and order. After the break, Megan will be live with some plucky young thespians. Don't go away. We'll be back after these messages.
I didn't realize I accidentally pressed the ad for the second break during that first one.
Smooth, incisive journalism.
I can have you fired.
You'd miss my charm.
Your skin deserves the best, so the new formula actively removes harsh chemicals from your skin. The high salt content actually
Bro, I feel bad for this lady that they have doing like the beauty commercials. She gets so screwed over.
revitalize the appearance of the strength of your face.
Well, where is he? In his dressing room, what he's bringing us against the wall? Look, it's alright, I've got this. I'm sure he's on his way. Come on, it's once comes back. How hard can it be? This is on you.
Ah!
10 seconds, everybody.
I meant to hit 1, not escape. I'm too busy trying to like get my headphone cord untangled.
4, 3.
Welcome's Black. I'm Megan Wolf, and on tonight's Culture Spot, I'll be chatting with one of the first beneficiaries of the Assets and Wealth Act, a team of inspiring young people from Scritchford Sixth Form College who today received a grant from Advance to take their play, Hey, Friendship, on a tour of local secondary schools. Welcome to you all. Well, let's start with you two, Harriet and Charlotte Winstanley-Hamilton. Girls, you must be thrilled.
We are, Megan. We're overwhelmed, to be honest.
And I believe you two are sisters, is that right?
Yes, Charlotte's my oldest. I'm the older, more popular one. Only joking.
Harriet and Trey were really the ones who came up with the whole idea.
So, Harry and I were shooting the breeze in the cafeteria, and I said, hey, let's actually do something.
So I went to look for a drama teacher.
But she'd been laid off due to budget cuts. Fortunately, I directed a pantomime when I was at university, so I knew the ropes, as it were.
Right, yes, but you're the maths teacher, aren't you?
Yes, that's me, Jeff Algebra.
Jeff Algebra.
Maths is really important. Oh, thanks, Steve. Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve.
As is theatre. It's one of the oldest art forms in history, Aristotle. I just think that when we travel around all these problem schools and the poor kids see us, they say, hey, I really want to be like those attractive kids. And that's a very beautiful and powerful thing.
What?
We touch our audiences, and they touch us right back.
I suppose with a surname like Algebra, there was really only one choice of career for me. My wife, Angela, and I We often laugh about it.
Angela Algebra.
Yes.
We just want to bring a bit of song and joy into people's lives.
And teach people about the difficult issues. The issues in the play are what really matter.
And I think you're
These
going
ones
to
with
be
the
showing us
plays are
an
like kind of
extract from
hard.
this play, aren't you?
That's right. To put into context, I play a young first year who's having some troubles at school.
Her character doesn't actually have a name, yeah, because in a way she's like all of us.
It's like a metaphor. Maybe she's you at home, or like maybe she's you, Megan.
Maths is really important. Yeah, thanks, Steve. Put it in, coach. Yes, thanks, Steve.
Right, well, I'm going to have a little chat with your teacher while you run off and get ready. I can't wait to see it. That's it, that way. So, Jeff, when did you first hear about the grant?
2 days ago. A letter from Advance arrived at the school. Now,
Epic.
The headmaster thought it was all a prank, but his secretary retrieved it from his bin and brought it to me.
Wow, how did you react?
I also threw it in the bin. But then Harriet and Trey rescued it, and they rang the number at the bottom of the page, and next thing you know, we're on tour.
Wow. Well, I think we can all guess which way you'll be voting from now on.
Do you know what? It's funny because Angela and I don't usually vote. We're not very political. I'm a mathematician, of course, and she's a paraplegic mainly.
Oh my
But
God.
We did used to watch that Peter Clements DIY show back in the day, and so we thought, why not? Let's have a go at this whole democracy thing.
Okay.
And here we bally well are.
Good stuff.
Fucking brilliant!
So, let's have a look at a short section of Hey, Friendship.
I typically try to look for these green bars to know what's good.
Dear Diary, I'm not sure I can take another day at this school. Another day of tears.
Epic.
Tears. Another day of fears. But still I walk the corridors alone. Alone. Dreading what might be around every corner. What's around the corner? What's around the corner? What's around the corner? Oh, hi Gary. Oh heavens no! It's Gary the Fist! Gary the Fist!
Going somewhere, little first year? Great. I've been looking for some poor victim to bully all morning. But will this make me feel better about my violent father?
Excuse me, I'm late for maths. It's my favourite subject. And so important.
Maths is for losers. What? Maths is for losers.
My arm's stuck, coach.
Keep going, for fuck's sake!
Right, maths is for losers. Now, give me your lunch money. Double lunch for me today, but why am I only truly happy when I'm eating?
Not
Epic.
today, Gary the Fist.
What do you mean not today? Who are you? My arm's free, coach.
Brilliant, keep going!
Right, who are you to stand up to me? I'm Gary the Fist.
I'm Gary
and you're
the
just a sad
Fist,
little
bro.
girl with two gay dads who's all alone.
That's where you're wrong, Gary the Fist. These are my two new friends. Vanessa is captain of the netball team. Yeah. And Blake owns a motorbike.
Yeah.
He owns a motorbike.
But I can't fight all three of you, and I don't have any friends of my own.
No.
Take a look at me. Take a little look at my face.
Her face.
I could be you. She could be you. And you could be me. Or you could be me. Life can be peachy keen. If you work as a team. It's my choice to be mean. Stop now, make a
'Cause 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 'c
We actually did ×4 at one point there. That's the best I think I've ever done in this multiplayer.
Hey, listen up, I won't take no crap. Who said middle class girls can't rap? I ain't afraid of your crew lads. I'm a mother loving rebel, but I still love maths.
Kids, I'm Gary the Fish.
Bro!
Me probably shouldn't exist, but that's just prejudice, and I'd do better if you knew the way that I became Gary the Fist. I grew up on a council estate. The park was hip, but the flats weren't great. My dad used to come home drunk and late. When he'd hit my mum for dinner, he had to wait. Oh, where's my dinner?
It's not ready.
Where's my dinner?
Woman.
Don't make me ask you again.
He's gonna hit the woman.
Hitting women is wrong.
I guess life's pretty hard on a council estate. 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 It's so damn hard on a council estate. Life can be peachy keen. Yeah.
It's you to do on the beat. I figured it out.
Just work as a team.
Oh, I fucked that one up.
It's your choice to be me. It's my choice. So stop now. Make a different choice. Listen to that inner voice. Friendship.
Yo, we did it.
Well, thankfully that's all we have time for tonight on the National Nightly News.
I've never had the
Join us
maximum like
tomorrow
that,
night
bro.
For all the headlines from across the country. My name's Jeremy Dalton. Have a peaceful night.
And we're
Okay, I think by the time we get to the next segment, it'll be like 2 hours to end it, so we'll see.
What the literal fuck was that?
I believe that was art.
I believe I've got a 14-inch cock, but it doesn't make it so.
And similar belief about an adequate paycheck.
Oh.
Someone please get these twats out of my studio.
Epic. Foresight. I don't know what I got that for. We're only worryingly in debt. Okay, let's keep going for now, and then we'll see where... I think we can only do the story part, and then it would be time to end it today. Let's see. Man, I'm so glad I got the maximum, fucking multiplier, though. I've never had it be that high. I didn't know you have to go to the beat of the song. That makes so much more sense. Or at least that's how I did it on that one. If it doesn't work for our next one, stick to the beat, then I don't know. But that one, that's what I did. I went to the beat. Ooh. Arrive at home. Chris has been evicted for not paying rent. You know where this is headed. Don't wait up underlined twice. This is your fault now, is it? You sulkingly press play on the cheap horror film you're gonna watch together. It used to absolutely terrify you as a kid, but now it makes the two of you laugh. It's not the same without Sam. Can't be out late on a school night, boy. He gets louder as he sees you're not gonna change your mind. This is a new story now. You pretend that it's for my own good, but it's really just because you want to be left alone. I hate you. He hesitates. He knows he's gone too far, but in his rage, he can't bring himself back down. Before you can open your mouth, he storms up the stairs and slams his door. Check in on him before you go to bed. He's under the duvet sulking. He's determinedly facing the wall, but once it's clear not leaving until he talks to you, he sighs and turns to face you. He needs to learn to control his temper. Whoa. He apologizes. Temperature. Somebody call 911. Shorty fire burning on the dance floor. That's what happened when I said temperature. A tight Christmas. You can't help but crack a smile as you look around the table. The snow has settled on the grass outside. The kids are pulling a cracker while your elderly mother tries to keep her eyes open. You did always have a soft spot for Christmas. Dad's dead. This is kind of the one. It's the first time you've seen Chris since you were first apart with your passport. Big change for Sam. The two used to be inseparable. Chris stares pointedly at you. Have a nice Christmas, Grandma. Make a toast. Merry Christmas, everyone. There's are murmurs of cheers and much clinking of glasses, but Chris doesn't move. Yeah, we're all here. No thanks to you. Chris, sighs Sam. Come on, now it's Christmas. Can't we put that behind us? Let's just try and enjoy ourselves. He turns away from you, taking some frustration out on a cheap cut of roast chicken. Your daughter Susie seizes the opportunity to corner you. You know how you love me? No, I don't. Susie rolls her eyes. You know, me and my friends are planning on going traveling this year. Well, I was hoping you'd help me with the money. She's interrupted by Chris, who takes a derisive snort. I wouldn't hold your breath, Suze. Not known for your generosity, are you, Alex? Ignoring Chris, you smile. You sigh and lower your voice. You know money's really tight, and Grandma's staying here. We just don't have that kind of money. We don't have the money. What? You promised, your daughter yells. She looks from one parent to the other and opens her mouth to speak. Instead, she lets out a frustrated shriek and buries her head in her hands. Chris starts to applaud. And the Parent of the Year award goes to... Chris starts a sarcastic drum roll on the table. You look to Sam for support, but none is forthcoming. Pay no attention, Suze, Chris goes on. Alex has no time for their family, isn't that right? You can't bring yourself to speak. Pathetic. Chris puts an arm around Susie and escorts her out of the room. Well, I also know that if I let him have my passport and send her on the trip, they both die. So, suck my fat dick. That's all I can say. You're looking through accumulated posts, each new bill. Ooh, now that they got our passports, we get money. Sizable check, bro. If this starts to load another sequence, I'm gonna have to pause. And, okay, we got one more before I can leave. We're well off now. Hey, yo. Why is the zip on this damn case never closed? It's your anniversary. Every year you go away for the weekend. No kids, no work. Oh, God. I have to go to work. No, she's mad because I don't put my family first. I mean, maybe she'll die this time. Who knows? I don't really care. Whoa. I'm the only one working to put food on this fucking table. And my son's not going. No. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. My family isn't allowed to leave the house. Free ticket. Oh. Let's go. I'm supporting the Rebel Alliance. Oh, we got the middle of the road, so I guess we didn't get the Rebel, only we somehow got the neutral one. Oh, so Sam signed it even though I said no. So I think because I said no, I bet you he's gonna fucking die or some crazy shit. Okay. Oh. Okay, we did Ivy Beholder last time to invest in. So we should do Neil's deals, or maybe we'll do Pleasure Corp because we get a lot of their ads at work. Current wealth of multiple holidays worth. Epic. Now, if this is gonna, I think we have to end it now. This is probably gonna start another broadcast right now. Yeah. Once this loads, we'll just hit escape and we'll stop here for today. I know we just kind of skim over the story part. I don't really think it's that important, though. It's just kind of giving us a rundown of what's going on in the life and giving us some choices. So, I think it's pretty interesting that I somehow got the neutral path, even though I've been trying to help the rebels. But I guess I wonder. I don't think there's a way for me to get multiple paths in alignment in a playthrough. So we'll see, I guess. But just like with mind scanners, I could always start another one next time we play this and try to get strictly rebels. I thought the neutral one would be hard, but I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's it for today. I'll see you, my chads, and that's I don't mean that to be a gender specific chads, my brohams, whatever you want to call yourselves. I'll see you guys on Thursday, which I don't really know what we're gonna play on Thursday, but I'll see you on Thursday. So, have a good day, and I'll see y'all later.